Hello and welcome to the Footy Empowered FPL GW15 deadline stream. We're live 1 hour after the late mail finished with literally 2 hours and 2 minutes till the deadline, and we are up and about. We've made one transfer. I'm weighing up whether to take a hit, and we're going to go straight into what the team looks like. No mucking around here. At the moment, Haaland is captain, Phil Foden is vice-captain. Maybe that is a sign that everyone should go and captain Phil Foden. But if FPL Olympian is captaining Phil Foden, I think I have to sit there and just wear it, grin it, bear it, whatever you want to call it. That's what I need to do. And yeah, let's have a look at what the team is looking like. Let's get that timer up and running in preparation for the fact that we are actually going to start it on time for once. And we're going to make it look like it's like I know what I'm doing. There we go, folks. Just in time. When that counter gets to the bottom, it will be exactly the deadline. Pretty much bang on to very close to the second. Welcome to everyone. It is Game Week 15. It's live. It's good. It's good to be back. More football. I had such a good sleep today. FYI, I had a really, really good sleep today. I slept for a very long time. I slept until 11 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed at... Me and Nightmare recorded his video, which will come out on Tuesday. We started, I reckon, at about 10:45 p.m. And by the time we finished, it was about 20 to 1. And I went to bed about 1 o'clock. And I had a good 10-hour sleep. I'm well awake. I've got my can of Red Bull now, officially ready to go. We are up and about, ladies and gents. And it's great to be back and great to see you all in the chat as well. Murat, yeah, sorry, mate. I'm just really poor with my English. I should be better. I'm a teacher, but I tried really bad English. So yeah, 8 minutes is basically 8 minutes. Thank you very much, Bateman. Yeah, 5K. I mean, ironically, yeah, it's mad. Actually, it's mad. I've long thought that the content wasn't getting to the right spots, but the last couple of weeks I've adjusted settings and literally everything I've put. I don't like making money from YouTube, so what I've just done instead of them paying me money, I've just invested it back into YouTube. And I've just basically sat there and pushed my videos to the UK because they're not getting. And when they get pushed to the UK, the subs seem to follow, ironically. So my long confirmed belief that the geographical nature is weighing against me has been proven to be quite correct. So yeah. It's actually been real. Ever since I did that and just diverted into that, it's amazing the difference. But it's actually, yeah, the uptake in terms of views and the subs is going really good. So thank you all, everyone that has subscribed. It means a lot. And I know that people really enjoy the watch-alongs and so do I. And that's my favourite part of the week. And it was interesting. Andrew goes, how do you know, when we were talking about the things yesterday, he goes, how do you not get like disappointed? Like you've had no captaincy luck this year. Like people are joining and whatever. I was like going, the only time I find the watch-alongs hard is when Man United are playing. Because like it's like objectively, when Man United aren't playing, I can watch a football and like if my player bangs, they bang. If they blank, they blank. If other people's players bang, they bang. If they don't, they blank, whatever. But when I've got two players from my own club and I'm watching my own club and we're crap, that's when I struggle. And unfortunately, two of the solo watch-alongs the last 3 game weeks have been really painful because not only have I captained one of my players and I've expected us to win, we've not won, we've sucked, and my players have done nothing. So it's like being the ultimate triple whammy, and I feel like I just want to get rid of my United players so I don't have to have that. Like I feel like I could do the watch-along if I didn't have any players and it'd be okay. But because I've got players and my team's sucking, it just makes it so much harder. Them games in particular are just so much harder. It's 9 in the UK. Yes, it is, Murat. Sorry, I thought you meant the minutes, man. I was like, I put 8 minutes. 8, as in like 8, sorry, 8 minutes, yeah. I understand. Next time I'll write the AM next to it. So yeah, it is 9 a.m. in the UK. 5 p.m. in Australia. Oh my God. Stephen, thinking of selling Foden to take quick profit, Mandus or Master Show? I mean, I bought Foden at 8 mil. I've currently banked 0.2 million in team value. In fact, this is unbelievable. This is how much the sheep are jumping on board. The shepherd. He was 3 or 4% owned when I bought him, right? When I bought him. And he's now 19.1% owned. Less than a week later, he's 19.1% owned. I mean, that kind of happens when you score 32 points in the space of 2 game weeks. But either way, that still feels like a ridiculous surge in ownership. That's all right, buddy. All right. Bench 1, Timbers and Essie or Chalaba have Rao. I think I'd bench Senesi. Yeah, I think I'd bench Senesi in your case. Paqueta to who or just go Rice to Saka? I would go... How much money you got? How much money you got, Sandry? How much money have you got there to spend? Kevin, I think I'd want Saka and Rice for next week. So I feel like if you can do Paqueta to someone else with whatever money you've got, that could be a better move. Yes, I rage transferred out and Boomer for Foden. Don't feel great about it. Maybe feel better. But Phil Foden's great. I'm not... People sitting there, I've heard so many people talk about he's going to get benched because he got Real Madrid midweek. It doesn't matter if Man City go to Real Madrid and lose. They can still finish in the whatever it is, the places in the Champions League. There's barely any jeopardy in the Champions League, and they've got some easy fixtures after Real Madrid in the Champions League. I don't think Man City are going to be too worried about that. The thing that they will be worried about is they're currently 6-7 points behind Arsenal in the Premier League. They cannot afford to be benching players and dicing with thinking Sunderland's an easy team because Sunderland are in the top 4, folks. It's not like they're versing 20th. They are not going to be having mass rotation. 100%. The people that are saying mass rotation's coming are full of no ideas. They're full of fluff in their head. It's nice to be 1 out of 5,000 part of the Demons Rise of the top YouTubers on the par, mate. Thank you very much. Mateta to Thiago for a hit. I don't know if that's worth it. I'm in the same quandary. I'm looking at Mateta to Welbeck for a hit. Like, I'm very tempted to do Mateta to Welbeck for a hit. I've been thinking about it all morning. I've been thinking about it all night. Because I feel like it's a move I want to do anyway. And I feel like, I look at Mateta's fixtures, right? And I'm not, like, Man City, I was originally going to free hit him out, but I'm going to sell him next week anyway. So, I just don't know. I feel like it could come back to bite me in the ass. I feel like Mateta could easily score against Fulham, like he could score. He scored there twice, I think, last year. I think Mateta scored twice in the 4-0 win at Fulham last year. I could be wrong. He definitely scored. And I'm not sure whether to give him one more week and then just use my transfers or to take a hit. If Welbeck can easily score twice against West Ham, I have no doubts about that at all. And that's what it comes down to. Do I think Welbeck scores twice and Mateta only scores once? If that is the case, it's worth the hit this week because I'll cover the same amount of points. If I don't think that, it's realistically not worth the hit. And that's what it comes down to. Obviously, the Pope to Verbruggen move, that's obviously going to make me points because Pope's not playing. But then you're relying on one of those picks banging. That's the issue. Thoughts on Voltamata as a 5-week play? 100%. Love it, Lachlan. Are we all D-Unit's disciples or D-Unit's flock? Disciples, 100%. Team of Jesus says we're disciples. We're not sheep on this channel. Foden will rise and have a 2.2 next week. Yeah, if he bangs again this week, he'll be 50% owned next week. 100%. I'm selling Lewis Semedo this game week, and I bet you have no idea who it is. Semedo, it's that's the Wolves bloke, isn't it? Wolves bloke Semedo. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bateman. I'm sure that's Semedo from Wolves. I've got to check. Who is that? I've got to check. Sorry, I'm just going to diverge here. Let's have a look. Semedo. Oh, what? Does he exist in FPL? Are you baiting me in here? Oh, crap. What am I doing? There we go. 70 points last week. Back to there. Semedo. I was going to say Semedo's Wolves. He used to be Wolves, right? Didn't he? 3.4 million, yes. Oh, okay. If you've got 3.4 million, you've got Paqueta. Have you got Foden in your team, Sandra? If you haven't got Foden, I just go Paqueta to Foden and roll. Who should I bring in for Virgil as a punt? Already got Jow. I'd bring in Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall, Livramento. I feel like I don't see Burnley troubling Newcastle. They didn't trouble Crystal Palace. They didn't trouble Brentford, except for the fact that that guy ran across that bloke's body when he was trying to clear the ball. I don't think Burnley are going to be troubling the scorers too much. I feel like the double Newcastle defence looks pretty good this week. Morning, peeps. Morning, Dan. Yeah, I've done that one. Bench 2. Enzo, Rice, Lacroix, Anderson. Anderson, bench Anderson, and I feel like I bench Rice. I'm benching Rice because I just think he's going to get rotated. There's no need to run Rice into the ground. They've got plenty of midfielders. They can cover him for one game. 71 points during game week 14. Chuff with that, considering I didn't have Haaland as captain. Same. I literally got, I think, 66 with the -4 without a Haaland captain. So I'm making points regardless of getting captaincy wrong. It's just, it'd be nice to snag a captaincy some point soon to really feel like I'm back. There's Gahi, Munoz, Timber, Neto, Enzo, Rice, Foden, Captain, Haaland, Mateta, Voltamata, Forts. I think it's great. Great lineup. Great lineup, but don't mind the Foden captaincy as well. Sorry to you, but I need him Boomo blank versus Wolves. Fair. What price did you buy Foden at? 8 mil. He's getting out of reach real quick. Yeah, I bought him at 8 mil. Wilshere. I was in front of everyone. I've been banging on about Foden all season. I sold him a couple of weeks before, but then I bought him back as he went bang. I literally bought him back as the fixtures went green, and I think Foden's going to keep banging for the foreseeable future. What EPL team care way about top 4 in the Premier League versus... Yeah, exactly. Agree with D-Unit, don't think City rotate too much, especially... This has been the season of Pep non-roulette. There's only been a few players that have been rouletted. Reinders, Cherky, a couple of defenders. Outside of that, Phil Foden's played every minute he's pretty much been fit for. Doku's even been pretty nailed. Haaland obviously is Haaland. He never gets rotated. And why would you give minutes to people that are going to leave in 1 week's time? Like, why would you start Aït-Nouri? Why would you start Marmoush? They're not going to be that. I feel like that's why Salah's starting on the bench, is because Liverpool are getting used to being without him. Like, it makes sense. I don't understand. It wouldn't make any sense to me if I saw Aït-Nouri or Marmoush starting this game. Like, why? To give players a rest? Do they need a rest? They played on Tuesday. They're playing Saturday. They're used to doing that. I don't see the rotation. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. They can't afford to drop more points. Sunderland are no pushovers. It's going to be a difficult game. What are your plans of 5 free transfers? My plans are Mbumo out, Sucker in for game week 16, Mateta out, Welbeck in, and then I'm going to fix my defence. I'm probably going to get an extra Palace defender after the Man City game, and I'm probably going to move out Zhao for an Arsenal defender next week as well. That's the plan. And then I'll probably roll one. And I'm looking at free hit 19. So I'm going to free hit 19. That's the plan. Craven Cottage is a small pitch. Mateta won't have to run so far this game week. That's true. What would I say to you, D-Unit? Fulham's defence is shocking. Exactly. That's the thing. That's why I'm loath to do it. Like, it's got to be... I've got to be really certain Mateta does nothing in order to make that move. Otherwise, there is no point me making it this week. I'm thinking getting Damsgaard next week. I love it. It's a differential pick. He's actually been doing quite well, and I think he's going to be nailed for... Especially once Dango goes away as well. Where are you, Chili? Don't know. He's gone missing, Murat. Semedo must be Semenyo. Semenyo. Yeah, but I reckon Bateman's going to respond. Hold on. Dear all, press like already. Like, click. No. Semedo's a Sunderland forward. What? Why couldn't I look him up then? Who's 4.4 million, who's not in the game anymore. Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I was like, what? That makes sense. I was like, what? Yeah, I didn't even realize he was at Sunderland. That's how much I know. Well done, Bateman. Banking an extra 2, 0.2. Very nice. Start Chalobah or Virgil van der Ven. It's got to be Chalobah, surely. Spurs have been woeful at home. Absolutely woeful. Van der Ven starts this weekend. I've got no doubts about that, though. Currently going with Chalobah, but feel whoever I choose. Yeah, I feel like that's a really tough one. That is definitely a really tough one. 86 points last game week. Captain Foden again last 2. Only mistake was Vardiol over Calafiori. Though he to be benched. What do you think of Bruno G captain? 307k. I don't mind it. Bruno G captain could be amazing against Burnley. Really could be. Should I take a hit and get a Newcastle defender? Ask the wise card. I like it. No, You shouldn't take a hit. That's what it said, no. Eyes on Wissa, bro. Think he comes off the bench today at the very least. May buy him with my five transfers. I don't think Wissa's a buy. I think a lot of people might get hoodwinked into thinking Wissa is a buy. If you want my honest opinion, unless he's playing on the right wing, but then there's competition from Murphy and Alanga, I don't think he comes in and replaces Voltemata. I think Voltemata's been really good for Newcastle. I struggle to see Wissa coming in and upsetting the apple cart anytime soon. Yes, he'll get minutes off the bench, and he probably will over the busy Christmas and New Year period, but I've got no interest in him. And I don't even think he'll be on penalties. I think if Gordon's on the pitch, I think he keeps him. If Gordon's not on the pitch and Voltemata is, I think Voltemata's keeping him. And then I think he's probably third in line. I'd struggle to see him as a good pick. I'm going Bruno G captain again. Very nice. I'm the same as you, Dean. My plan might be to sell Mateta after this week to fund Saka, regardless of what he does this week. And Mateta is out, especially with Palace's fixture congestion starting. That's why I want to sell him, because next week I don't actually need Welbeck, and Welbeck's obviously got Liverpool. You could argue that's actually a really good fixture for him. But next week I'm going to have Bruno against Bournemouth at home. Saka against Wolves at home. Rice against Wolves at home. Foden against, who have they got next week? Crystal Palace away. Bruno G against Sunderland away. I've got no problem with that. And then I'll bench Welbeck because I won't need him. Then the back line will be Jow out and an Arsenal defender in, which at the moment is looking like Timber. So that's a no-brainer. Play him against Wolves. O'Reilly's obviously got Crystal Palace away. You could play Munoz, but I'm going to be playing Van den Berg next week. That looks like a pretty nice fixture for him. So again, Leeds at home for Van den Berg. Chance of a clean sheet. That's why I bought him. And then next week in goal, that's the tough one. Is it Petrovic away at Man United or Verbruggen away at Liverpool? That's the one I'm unsure on. I feel like I'm actually leaning towards Petrovic in goal because there's every chance Man United suck at home again. We've not been very good at home at all. Can't get this. Look how long Isaac has taken to go. Yeah, exactly. England only 128 behind now. We're taking the Ashes. Oh, yeah, I forgot to look at that. Hold on. I knew that was on today. I've not had the time to look at the score. I actually won my bet in the first innings on that game. All right, here we go. So, wow, Australia made 511 all out. Holy hell, that's a big score. And no one even made a century. Wow, Mitchell Starc hit 77 runs. What do you mean? He's taken 7 wickets and he's top scored for Australia's batting was 77. He's having some ashes as Mitchell Starc. How many wickets did he get in the first innings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He got 6 wickets and hit 77 runs. Man of the match. I know Joe Root scored 134, but I don't think he's beaten Mitchell Starc unless he gets another 100 in the second innings. What's he on at the moment? So Crowley's batting 27, not out. Duckett got out for 15, bowled by Boland, and Pope has got 1. And England are currently 128 runs behind. They've got a lot of work to do. Could Vista be taking minutes from Voltemata? Yes, 100%. That's probably going to happen moving forward, but it won't happen anytime soon. I wouldn't have. Well, it could happen this week. I don't know. I'll be making that up. I can't give an honest answer. Now you've said you don't mind Bruno G captain, I'm not going to do it. I was hoping you'd say it was a terrible idea, which would mean... See, the thing is that I play the game very differently to a lot of people. I don't mind taking risk. It's been to my detriment this year, but I went within 6 game weeks of winning FPL last year by playing the same way. So some years it's going to go my way, other years it's not. The start of this season, 100% was not going my way. The last few weeks, bar captaincy, it started to go my way. So I'm hoping if I could just nail a good captain, I feel like a big green arrow is incoming. It is incoming and I might be back. As bad as Bournemouth have been lately after this weekend, wonder if Semenya... Yeah, he could be. He honestly could be. They've got good fixtures. United away, Burnley at home, Brentford away. Yeah, they're not bad. If you saw the first wicket from Boland, England ain't winning this game. Pitch starting to do tricks. Ah, yes. Brisbane's got a habit of doing that from day 3 onwards. Dougs, there's a reason Everton fans are currently the best performing by a good distance. We don't back our own players, and the refusal to get Liverpool players hasn't mattered. Yeah, the world number one's an Everton fan. That's right. We're currently the best performing. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean, that helps. I mean, I'm a Man United fan, so I've got no issue with. Have I owned a Liverpool player this year? Yeah, I did. I owned Cody Gakpo for the first 4 weeks, and then I sold him. Since then, I've not owned Gakpo. I've not owned a Liverpool player. I haven't even thought about buying a Liverpool player because I think they're rubbish and they're in rubbish form. And yes, they might have the best looking fixtures, but if you're not in form, it's like Man United. I need to get rid of my players so that way I don't have to sit there and get annoyed watching my team play and then watching my FPL players stink it up. Stark doing a Johnson from the 13-14. Actually, he is legit. England can't play left arm quicks. They actually can't. I don't know. Is that because they don't have any in England? Why is it that they suck against them? Would you take Foden to Mbeumo for 1 free transfer? Hold on. You want to sell Foden to Mbeumo for 1 free transfer? Hell no, I'm not doing that. But if it's Mbeumo to Foden for the 1 free transfer, yes, I'd do that. Have both Timber and Raya. Should I play it safe and bench Timber for Richard this game week? Depends on what your other defenders are. I feel like the Arsenal-Villa game is either going to be an entertaining game or an absolute snooze fest. I don't know which one I think it will be. I feel like potentially it could be 0-0. And if it's 0-0, I'd say you're better off playing your Arsenal players. But I can't pick it. Why the black armband? What? Oh, that's just my thing. That's not an armband. It's my boom arm probably going across my arm. It normally doesn't do that. I must be sitting a bit further back in my chair or something. It's not a black armband, I promise. Enzo might be coming out for me soon. I attempted to bring in Bruno G, but think I'd prefer to keep Enzo for Everton at home. Then bring in Bruno G for Sunderland away. Newcastle's away form is shocking. Yeah, it is. Newcastle's away form is actually pretty bad. That's why I got rid of Dan Burn. And that's why I had Malik Jow. That's why I've had him for 2 weeks. Tottenham at home, Burnley at home, then I'm selling him. But like, I'm aggressive with transfers. A lot of people love rolling. I don't like rolling. I'm very impulsive. I like chasing points that I think are going to come. So I've taken hits the last 3 weeks because I think, and like, look at the hits I've done. So I took the hits to get him Munoz, and he's got 29 points in 3 weeks. I took a hit to get him Foden. That's got me 32 points in 2 weeks. I took a hit last week to get Jow and Bruno G. That's the only one where you could say it's broken even. I haven't gained anything out of that, but this week, that hit might come home with some huge points, and all of a sudden, that hit would have been worth it. So the hits have been paying off really well so far. Hopefully it continues. Hincapi on a wild card, don't mind it. I mean, there's doubts about Saliba tonight, and Gabriel's nowhere near back, I don't think. So, yeah, I don't mind it. He's going to be cheap. He should be pretty nailed. Bench Semenyo, Richards, or O'Reilly. As a Chelsea fan, I wouldn't be benching Semenyo. I feel like Semenyo might actually do something against Chelsea today. I know they were poor the other night, but Chelsea were woeful against Leeds. And you never know with Enzo. It just depends on what bloody formation he puts out. And no one can guess it. That's the problem with Maresca Roulette. It's actually really hard to predict. Snooze Fest, 0-0 or 1-0 Arsenal. Exactly. That's what I think. I think we'll see Prime Ollie Watkins. I hope we see Prime Ollie Watkins, man. I've got no Arsenal defence, so that would be brilliant if we saw Prime Ollie Watkins again. He looked good the other night as well. Arsenal Villa will be conservative, 1-0. Yeah, I reckon you're probably right. Need to start Gay here, Anderson, and Rice or Mateta. Already starting Munoz. Have benched Mateta and Anderson so far, but panic here. Well, if you're benching Anderson, you play Mateta. That's an easy one. I feel like that's easy. If you're benching Anderson, that is a sign that you think that Palace are going to score. There's every chance that will be Mateta. So for me, I think I think you've made your own decision there. Click like, friends. Yes, thank you very much, Murat. ADHD D unit. Nah, I don't think so. I'm just a hyper unit. Big hype man. Can hype up anything. Well, most things. Some things I de-hype. Like the Liverpool assets, de-hype. Red Bull should look at sponsoring the channel. FYI. Now I've said it. It's going to be 0-0 or 1-0 Arsenal. It's going to be 4-4. Mate, if it's 4-4, what a cracking game of football that will be. Do you reckon it's stupid to take a hit considering we're getting 5 free transfers later? I've got FOMO over Bruno G. No, I don't think it is stupid. I know lots of people, I know a majority of content creators out there will say it's stupid taking a hit. But everyone, I've taken 5 hits this season for 5 green arrows. I've got more success rate with getting a green arrow taking a hit than not taking a hit. So that's why I'm also almost like, which player can I move out to get a hit in this week? Like just to, you know. But I actually quite like the team. I think the team, again, on paper, looks pretty good. And like the last few weeks, it has been performing well. It's just my captaincy picks have been sucking. I mean, the triple captain Haaland hurt, especially when I really wanted a triple captain Foden. Like that literally cost me... That literally cost me 26 points, that decision. If I triple captain Foden, I would have got 45. I triple captain Haaland for 6. And then last week, I was like, you know what? I should just back my boy. My boy's in form. He's banged. Just do it. Go with bloody Bruno Fernandes after he returned the week before, and I get stung again in the ass. Like the idiot I am. I'm taking a bit of a punt with Rice being a doubt. I've got Stack as the first sub. Don't know why, but fancy Leeds to get. I think they will. I've got Leeds winning tonight. I've got Leeds winning 2-1 against Liverpool. Liverpool are rubbish. Absolute rubbish. And I think if they lose tonight to Leeds, I will turn them into a green fixture. I've not seen anything from them to make me think they are any good at all. Sorry, Liverpool fans. I also think Man United are no good either, and they're my club. So it's not like I'm being biased. I think Wolves will beat us on Monday night. But I also think Leeds will beat you lot tonight. Need to start 2 of Virgil van Dijk, Calafiori or Vardiol. It's got to be Calafiori and Vardiol. And one of Szoboszlai or Semenyo. It's got to be Semenyo. Currently have gone with both Liverpool. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No, I'd be benching both Liverpool players. That's what I'd be doing, Josh. But that's just me. I've not seen anything from Liverpool to make me think they're going to do anything at all. I don't think Mateta scores unless it's a penalty. Watching him for the last few weeks. I know it has been painful. 100% I would agree with that, Will. Wrong channel to be asking if it's stupid to take a hit. Exactly. We encourage the hits. Slot sack before Christmas. I mean, if he keeps on losing these easy fixtures, anything's possible in football. Anything's possible in football. Do another -4. You might have the same amount of hits as Nightmare. I know. But the thing is, Nightmare's getting red arrows. I'm getting greens. I feel like my hits have been... I feel like his hits have been unlucky in terms of the players he's brought in have actually been good players. It's just the players he's sold have also banged when he's sold them. No player that I've sold other than Chalobah has done anything when I've sold him. That's it. He's the only one. Everyone else has blanked. Since I've sold them, they've just blanked. Full stop, blanked. So like the moves I've done have been very good moves in terms of getting me points. But you can only get that kind of luck for so long. And hopefully you can only have the captaincy non-luck for so long. At the moment, I'm becoming a sheep. That's essentially what we're doing. What's Eddie saying here? You're lucky, Eddie. I'm going to respond to your comment. Normally, I don't do this on live streams. Thank me later. Yeah, we are assassins here. Assassins. I love it. We are. Also, has anyone noticed this, folks? I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but on the FPL website now, if you hover over that little note thing, it's got notes on the screen now. So if you click on it, it says this player may be called up for international duty and could be absent from game week 17 to 22. Like it's called a little status update. Then for Munoz, There's one under him because he's currently on 4 yellows. This player's currently on 4 yellows in the Premier League and will face a 1-match suspension should they receive another before game week 20. So that's really handy. I mean, where's that been? And they secretly just dropped that. I didn't see any updates saying we've got news updates on your players now, but that's a nice addition. I don't mind that one at all. All the best freaks are here. Yes, they are. Are England back in the Ashes yet? No, I don't think so. We are assassins. Foden most transferred in, so either blank or bench. He could do a Thiago, though. Phil Foden could do a Thiago. Wayne, he could do it. First bench, White, Munoz, or Dewsbury Hall? Ben White. It's currently White. Free hit to... okay. I was like, why have you got White in your team? Now you've got free hit team. That makes a lot more sense. Priceless. I don't mind it. I think I'd probably go Munoz first bench. So I actually think I'd play Munoz. I was shocked when I saw that. That's mad. Will we get any Arsenal leaks as currently have Calafiori starting and they're the only kickoff, and you're also forgetting Liverpool on a 5 out of 10 days are still better than Leeds? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how many games you've watched to Liverpool, Josh. But other than the fact that West Ham literally gave him a free pass and Paqueta did his best to aid Liverpool in getting a win, Liverpool have been woeful. They have been unbelievably woeful. I think Man United have been woeful, but Liverpool have been woeful. Next thing, you can pay for all AI recommendations. Imagine that. You know what, Bateman? I reckon if the AI thing is that they're introducing, there's something in there that allows AI to pick your captain. I'm gonna press that button because I'm cursed. I'm cursed this year. I have no doubts about it. I'm literally cursed with captaincy because I just can't snag one. I literally am picking them the week either before or after they've hauled. Like they don't haul on the week I captain them, but like Bruno, he hauls in the week I don't captain him. He blanks the 2 I do. Phil Foden blanks 3 weeks in a row that I captained him. Then the 2 weeks I've brought him in and I haven't captained him, he bangs. And then like Haaland, the week I go to him, he gets 2 points. Are you kidding me? That's got to be some luck. I've been blessed. I've been kissed with captaincy this year. It's brilliant. I love it. I'm here for it. I just can't wait for the misery to continue this weekend. Any early plans for game week 16? Yes, plenty. I'm going to use probably 4 or maybe all 5 transfers. I'm going to get rid of Mbumo, Suckers in. There's going to be an Arsenal defender in for Jow. I'm probably going to fix up the goalkeepers as well. So I might actually do Petrovic to Dubravka. And I might even do Verbruggen up to like a Henderson. I'm open to just using them all. I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to roll. I'm going to see. I'm only going to use 1 a week. I'm chasing, right? I've got to get in front of the pack. I've got to sit there and try and take calculated risks, and I'm definitely going to be using almost all of them straight out the gate next week. Tommy cursed you. Yes, he did. Bloody Tommy and his... Tommy doesn't believe in Man United. That is the problem. Every time he has doubts, Man United suck. Is it brave enough to bench Foden? Far out. If you're benching Foden, I want something that you've got. Gakpo or Mateta? For what? Buying or selling or benching? No need to spam. I'll get to your comment. Leeds have a good template game plan versus the big teams at the moment. Yes, they do. Just do the opposite to what FPL Olympian suggests when it comes to captaincy. Exactly. If he's picking Foden, I'm just not doing it. Spam free zone. Yep. I read your comments. You don't need to keep spamming. I will read your comment. Trust me. I only need it once. If I miss it, my moderators will let me know I've missed something. In case anyone doesn't know, FPL Olympians go, I know. That's why I don't want to do it. And the card said Foden captain as well. So if the card's saying it, the card's been bloody trolling me on captaincy all year. So I'm just not going to do it. So yes, I would play Mateta. I would bench Gakpo. That is what I would do. Don't spam, he reads all the comments. Chill, yeah, exactly. Stop spamming, mate. He'll read your comment. Palmer in 16 could be big. Oh, is he? Really? Chelsea got Everton in 16. I'm not against it. I don't mind it. I'd need to see a few more minutes from Palmer this week, though, to be tempted by it. Palmer in 16, good. Yeah, exactly. It could be big. I'm more an assassin out than an assassin. Not that there's anything wrong with that, exactly. Yep. Did someone say chill? Yeah, they did, Luke. Good to see you in the chat, buddy. I hope you enjoyed the Morning Glory. Hope you got a chance to watch that. Also, some of the memes this week have been jokes. All at my expense, to be honest. I mean, I went sheepish, triple captain the Haaland, and I got what I deserved. I got led to the Wolves, and the Wolves ate up the D unit and spat him out. Chill, can you chill? Can you chill? Yeah, you can chill. What do you think about Isaac as a transfer? Rahi, go and look in the mirror and you'll see that that is a very dumb move. Suppose like captain incoming, no risk, no reward. Oh, I love that. That is a ballsy ass move right there. 305k either turn into 35k or 3.5 mil. That is biblical. Will Gakpo play if Salah starts? That's a good question. I don't think Liverpool can play both of them at once. I think they just get torn apart down the sides. I'm Palestine FC in the D Unit League. Went for Bruno over Foden. Fingers crossed Foden blanks. Fair. T for okay. Bruno captain over Haaland. Mate, I'm not going Bruno captain again. The man has disappointed me twice in 3 weeks. And I can guarantee he's going to score a 15-pointer this week and Haaland will blank. You can put money on it. Straight out the gate, you can put bloody money on it. Baby now sleeping, so I'm a happy man. He's a happy man, folks. Get excited. Gakpo and Mateta, who should I bench? Football and stuff, you should bench Cody Gakpo. Mateta starts and he's on penalties. Cody Gakpo's not on penalties. He played 45 minutes midweek because Slot obviously wasn't impressed. Bench one, Timber or Rice. It's got to be Rice just because of the fact I think he probably gets starts on the bench. I'm just looking crystal ball. I'm benching Rice because I think that he'll be benched. And plus he's yellow flagged. I mean, they can't afford another injury, so why risk him? Why risk him? They've got plenty of midfielders. They could do without Rice for 1 week, surely. God bless him or her. Can't wait to sell Shatpo. I'm putting a curse on Isaac. Love it. Congrats on reaching 5K. Thank you very much, Wayne. Good morning, mate. Is Volt at home to Burnley a decent... It's definitely a decent shout. I don't mind it. He's in the top 8 captains this week. I've got Voltamata against Burnley. I've got Bruno and Mbeumo against Wolves because it's Wolves. I've got Foden and Haaland against Sunderland. I've got Munoz against Fulham. I've got Welbeck against West Ham. And that's it. Those are the 8. Those are the 8 captaincy shouts, I reckon, this week. They're the best 8, I think. Bench Timber or Richards? I'd be more inclined to bench Timber than Richards. I feel like Richards will definitely get DC, and I feel like Palace have got a good chance of another clean sheet. Should I captain Mbeumo or Bruno G? It's got to be Bruno G. And Mbeumo's done nothing for 3 weeks. It's like he's already at AFCON. Bench Timber, Mateta or Anderson? I'm assuming that's the Nottingham Forest Anderson. I'd bench Timber. It's not Gakpo, it's Gakpoo. Voltamata or Gordon or Welbeck? For this week? For a 1 week punt, I'd go Gordon. I think I'd go Gordon for a 1 week punt. Bloody Kanji stole him off me. What do you think about Amarin's comment on Mainu? He's an idiot. Amarin's lost the plot. Yeah, Emo, he's right in that reporter trying to teach him about the academy was dumb. Amarin shouldn't get... Yeah, I don't think he should get scrutinised like that, but why is he not playing him? Like, I think Mainu's actually Man United's best midfielder, and the dude can't even get a minute. He didn't get a minute against West Ham when we drew the game 1-1. And Bruno Fernandes. He brought on Manuel Ugarte to partner with Casemiro. Why not bring on Mainu and push Bruno forward? I don't understand what's going on. It's a very bizarre situation. If you're selling Bruno F, who would you buy? Already have Bruno G, Foden and Saka. Rice. I actually think that maybe there's a world where I can get Saka and Palmer in for Bruno and Mbeumo if I do a bit of shuffling around with the 5 free transfers. So I could drop Mateta down to Welbeck. That allows you to go Mbeumo straight up to Saka. I then need to find another 1 million in order to get Bruno up to Palmer, 1.3 million. So I could sell Petrovic to Dubravka. That frees up 0.5. Then I would need to sell... I'd probably sell Zhao or O'Reilly down to a Richards, like a 4.5, and that would allow me the money to then get Bruno up to Palmer. That's potentially where I could go moving forward. Yeah, come on, guys. Smash the like button. You're all in the chat asking questions. Smash a like. Good morning, Yoda. If yours sure, Strand Larson versus... mate, Strand Larson could be a captaincy option. I'm not going to lie. I'm 500k in starting... I'm starting Dean Henderson, Van Dijk, Zhao, Van Heck, Minte, Foden, and Mbeumo, Elliott, Anderson, Mateta, Igor, Thiago, Haaland. Your team's not bad, man. Except Elliott. I don't know about Elliott. Elliott doesn't look like a good pick. Oh, Elliott Anderson. Sorry. Not Harvey Elliott. My bad. I read that wrong. No, that's fine. And Mbeumo, Foden, Minte, Van Heck. I mean, other than Van Dijk, I quite like your team. Like, your 11 this week is nice. The only thing I don't rate is Van Dijk. Van Dijk is just not... He's not worth the money. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I would recommend, if you've got Virgil van Dijk and you don't have Anderson, sell Virgil to Anderson. Does literally the same thing for 1.5 million less. Is it just me or I'm not tempted to get any Arsenal players? Yeah, I'm not overly tempted until next week. Who are your top 4 midfielders at the moment, regardless of prices? It's Phil Foden. It's Rice. It's probably Bruno G. And then the 4th one's really difficult. I'm going to say Minte. I feel like Minte is a really good underrated option. Those are the 4. Bro was thinking you would say Welbeck and I would buy him. Then you got me thinking again on Gordon. Yeah, I just feel like Gordon's going to start. I feel like Gordon starts this Burnley game and Burnley are going to ship goals against Newcastle. I've got no doubts about that at all. What do you get for winning overall cup? Notice it starts today. What? You get a pretty decent gift. I think you win something and you get a bunch of I've got to play it safe for captaincy. I could win the cup. I might not win FPL, but I could win the cup. I've got a decent team now. I can't afford to throw that away game week 1. Yeah, you get a decent price. Remember, a couple of tickets to a couple of Premier League games, a few nights in a hotel, EA Sports, whatever it is up to now. Yeah. Got to keep your Guardi's minutes to keep his market value for selling purposes. Yeah, you would think so, maybe. I benched Zhao when he got 2 goals. I made up for it by starting Van Heck last week. Nice. That's sexy. Can't believe D-Unit is touting Joachim Anderson. I know, what does the world come to? Thinking Raul and Damsgaard next week. They could be good moves. Start Zhao or Thiago. I'm so confused on who to bench. I'd play Thiago. They're playing Spurs, Rahi. They're playing Spurs, and Spurs are at home, which equals goals for the opposition. Minte in when Mbeumo goes to AFCON. Yep, looks good. Come on, Brighton. Do you think we will beat West? Yeah, I'm also going to be live streaming the football later on. Yes. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the Aston Villa Arsenal game because my voice is actually feeling a bit weird. So I might skip that game and do the live watch along, which will cover the last 6 games of Saturday, which will be the 5 games at 3 p.m. and I'll do the Leeds-Liverpool game just for the hate watch for all the United fans out there. Avoid the Newcastle wingers. They only get 60 minutes as Howe does 2 in, 2 out. Yeah, that's fair. Would you take -4 to get Foden? Yep. I think I'm selling Mateta for Welbeck. We'll see if Sharda picks up a yellow against Spurs. Otherwise, I'm buying him next game week. Possible captain as well. Don't mind it. The guy that's number 9 and leading the mini league, captain Sharda 2 weeks ago, and I bet you he's going to captain him again next week as well. Who are the biggest rotation risks in and around the template this week? O'Reilly. That's it. I don't think there's any other rotation risk this week. I don't think anyone else gets benched. He's the only one I'd be concerned about getting benched. And Rice. Rice would be the other one. Just because of that flagged injury and the fact that he went off. Other than that, I've got no issue with any of my team this week. I actually agree. football and stuff, that is a comment I agree with. I think people buying Marino are going to be very disappointed because I would not be surprised if Victor Gyökeres starts today. D-Unit, please pick two. Kukurea and Mbumo, Zhao or Rice. For this week, I would pick Zhao and Mbumo. Yo, Leech Craft, how are you, buddy? Why does everyone want to get rid of Mateta? I just think because he's Crystal Palace are not scoring goals. Glasner actually talked about in his press conference yesterday. He talked about the fact that they're feeling more tired. They don't have the energy to create as much, so it's very important they keep clean sheets, which is why they've been so good defensively, but also why they haven't been scoring many goals. That's why. That's why. Yeah, 100%. I still can't believe that guy, the A-team's number 9 in the world. Number 9 in the world, man. It's crazy. Let's have a look at his team. Let's have a look at his team because his team is killing it. And I actually think he could be number 1 after this week. So he got 108 points last week, and this is his team. So I would imagine this game week, he's probably going to bench Szoboszlai. And I reckon he probably benches Virgil as well. And I reckon he benches Raya. I reckon he's going to play a 3-4-3. I reckon he's going to play Raya in goal, Munoz, Lacroix, Van Heck. I reckon he's going to play Foden, Bruno Guimaraes, Saka, and probably Kevin Schade. And I reckon he plays Thiago up top. That's what I reckon he'll do this week. I'd be shocked if he actually didn't do that. And that guy's number 9 in the world, and he's captaining Phil Foden. Look at his captains the last few weeks. Game week 13, he captained Kevin Schade. Still beat Haaland, FYI. Still beat the Haaland captain sheep. The week before, he captained Haaland for a blank. That was unlucky for him, but he's been banging it, man. He had Enzo. He sold Enzo after he got 11 points on wildcard. The dude is just seeing them out of the ballpark. He's like a time traveler. He captained Enzo here, who actually beat Haaland again. Even when he's getting blanks from his captains, he's still beating Haaland. It's hilarious. The dude's a genius. The week before he captained Haaland, I mean, he's literally getting the Haaland take on and the Haaland calls correct. He obviously got that one wrong. But like, he's just been killing it. Every week he's been killing it. It's crazy. Even if you go back all the way, he captained Haaland there. Game week 6. He captained Haaland. Game week 5, he captained Munoz. He got that one wrong. Game week 4, he free hit it. Captain Salah. Game week 3, he captained Kukurea. Like, the dude's got some balls. Like, if you're going to win FPL, you've got to have a big pair of kahunas and back yourself in. Also, FYI, his bench boost game week 1, 120 points. Are you kidding me? He got 21 points on the bench boost. And he had Chris Wood and Semenyo game week 1. The dude is a genius. He's literally a genius. Crazy. So yeah, if you want my advice, check his team out in the league and just follow him. Whatever moves he makes, do them. Brought in Bruno G this week. Very nice. I took a -4, but headed to Welbeck. Nice. Oh yeah, Nathan Collins is a good shout. That's excluding the transfers, exactly. Did you hear Pep say they had no one to replace O'Reilly when Ait-Nouri got no minutes? Exactly. I don't think he rates him at all. And plus, O'Reilly looks sexy. What's happening, D? Not much, buddy. How are you, D, today? All the other YouTubers said, don't you think, don't get Van Heck because I got Van Heck. I'm a Brighton fan, so I think I made me a bit more interested. Since I got Van Heck, he got 2 points, 6 points, 12 points. That's what you want. That's brilliant. Saka or Palmer for free hit this week? I think I'd have to go Saka. You know that Saka's starting. I don't know if Palmer's starting. Between Timber, Munoz, Jow and Mateus Nunes, who would you bench? Timber. If Saliba starts, would you think he plays the full 90? Yes. Murphy and Forenzo. Either way, I think that Saliba starts, even if he gets taken off, it's going to be after 60 minutes. And if he comes, I actually love defenders that get taken off early, as long as they make 60 minutes. Why? Because if they've got a clean sheet, it's banked. Like Diego Dalot scores a goal, gets a clean sheet, 15 points, goes off, Man United concede. I love defenders that go off early. It always works out well. Murphy and Forenzo. Murphy's a really cheeky punt this week. I don't mind it at all. I feel like he could be really good this week. Palmer is so overrated. He has been. I mean, he's got one open play goal since February. It's not a lot to go on. It's not a lot to go on. Would you include Saka on your free hit team this week? No. Next week, yes. This week, no. Enzo to Gordon, done. Just hope he starts now. FYI, if you look above me and you hang around, eventually you'll see my free hit draft up there. And Saka's not in it. I wanted Bruno in for Enzo with week, but I'm 0.1 off. Oh, that's frustrating. I hate when you're 0.1 short. It normally leads you down a different door, but sometimes a different door can be an exciting door, and it opens your mind to different possibilities. Enzo to Gordon, done. Just hope he starts now. Surely he starts. Surely. I mean, benched midweek. Surely he starts. Plus, Barnes hasn't done anything the last couple of games as well, so it makes sense he gets a go. D-Unit, do the Mateta to Welbeck -4, but I did it this week. Come on. No risk, no reward. Yeah. He'd need to score, though, wouldn't he? And Mateta would need to blank. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. It does then give me an extra transfer as well. Like let me check the price rises for tonight so far. Let's have a look. What are we looking at? So at the moment, the players rising in price tonight are Jurriën Timber, Casemiro, Raya, Gahey, Neto, Dan Burn. Phil Foden's going to rise in price again. What the hell? He's literally risen 0.5 in a week. Vicario is going to drop. Mo Salah dropping again to 14 mil. Who would have thought it? Mateta's going to drop. So Mateta has to be sold today. I have to sell Mateta today, whether it's before the deadline or after the deadline. Otherwise, I'll lose 0.1 in team value. And that affects my selling price. So Mateta will be getting shafted out of the team today. It's just a matter of whether I do it before the deadline or after the deadline. That's the key. Welbeck versus West Ham, Brighton at home. Come on, I mean, it does seem like a no-brainer, doesn't it? Who do you think starts out of these four? Gibbs, White, Rogers, Richards, or Enzo? I would start Richards and Gibbs, White. Palmer without penalties is another Mason Mount. It is. Everyone had Raya and Dubravka because they're apparently cheap. I have Sanchez and Henderson, and I rotate them, and it's cheaper and works really. Yeah, it does. Henderson and Sanchez are really good rotation. I like that. It actually costs the same amount as well as Raya and Dubravka now. Who's a good keeper to bring in for Pope? Well, I went Bart Simpson. I don't know if that makes him any good, but I'm hoping Bart Simpson rolls up and actually pulls out a blinder this week. You know West Ham are going to get destroyed? I do. I feel like they are, man. I watched West Ham against Man United. It's just Man United were crap. It wasn't the fact West Ham were any good. If that had been any other home team, I reckon West Ham would have been swatted. I got Foden Thursday night in for Semenyo. Perfect timing. Semenyo dropped and Foden keeps rising. I would 100% wait to sell Mateta for after the deadline. I feel like I want to give Mateta Fulham away. I've said all season long, Fulham away, crap, easy fixture. Tottenham away, easy fixture. I feel he gets this week. How many minutes did he get midweek? He came off fairly early. So he got 63 minutes against Burnley. And he's got a good record against Fulham. He did well against Fulham last season. I mean, he hasn't been banging the goals in. I mean, he's only got 2 goals in since that hat-trick. So he's got 2 goals in 6 weeks. And the one against Man United was a penalty. But he won the penalty. What's Welbeck going at? Let me have a look at Welbeck. So Welbeck's been going at, he obviously had so he only played 64 minutes against Nottingham Forest for nothing. Got benched against Villa. Played 90 against Brentford, got a goal. Nothing against Palace, not a surprise there. Got a goal against Leeds, goal against Man United, 2 goals against Newcastle, 2 goals against Chelsea. I mean, he's got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals in the last 9 weeks. I mean, he's in form. If you had to pick between the two of them this week, I'd definitely pick Welbeck over Mateta. I just don't think there's enough room for the -4 to pay off. That's my issue with it. And yes, I know it saves you a transfer in game week 16. But I just feel like Mateta does something. And it's going to be Welbeck. It's 100% going to be Welbeck regardless. Welbeck will be coming in for Mateta. Unless I find another solution that I like better, but I don't think I'm going to. I think Captain Haaland this week, I think Sunderland defenders are going to be on Foden like a rash. They could be. Mbeumo plus Le Mans or Donnarumma plus Cunha. It's got to be Donnarumma and Cunha. You can't trust Man United defence. That's why I've not been interested in him. The fixtures looked amazing that we've kept 1 clean sheet all season against Sunderland, folks. No good. Foden is a danger to the opposition right now of his form. Yes, it is. Who would you get in for Mateta? Welbeck. Scored their last time or got an assist? I can't remember. Yeah, he definitely did something. I wouldn't be taking Mateta out here personally. Your team's looking good this week. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what it comes down to. Is free hit 16 still on, or do you prefer selling Mbeumo? Yeah, so that's a really good question. I'm on free hit 19, and I'm going to tell you why. So next week, I'm going to use up probably 4, maybe even 5 full transfers. It's going to be Mateta out to Welbeck. It's going to be Mbeumo up to Saka. It's going to be Jow out to Timber. And it's going to be probably Petrovic down to Dubravka. And then I'm probably going to, depending on how much money's left, I can't remember how much money. Actually, let me work it out. This is what I'm going to do. These are my plans. I'll do this tonight because Mateta's dropping, so I'll definitely be doing this part of it tonight. So let's go to the forwards really quickly. This is what I'm going to be doing. I just want to check there's no other forwards I like the look of that could be good. There's not really, is there? They're all pretty meh. Yeah, it's definitely got to be Welbeck. I just think he's in good form. Plus, he's an ex-Man United player, so why not? So, it'll be Welbeck in. It'll be Mbeumo out. That'll be Saka. Where are we? All players, Saka. So I can do that. With 2 moves, I can bring in Saka for Aston Villa. Then I've got to work out what the hell I'm doing because I really do want an Arsenal defender, right? So the option 1 is to get rid of Jow, which I've just talked about. And you could bring in a Richards, which I quite like. I like doubling up on the Palace defence. I think it could be pretty good. Then obviously I can get rid of Petrovic. I can bring in Dubravka here. And then I've got 1.1 million. And that means that O'Reilly will be leaving. And ideally, I'd like to bring in Calafiori. But Hincapi could be the option. Hold on, let me look at Hincapi. So in Cappy's 5.4 mil, if we get news that Gabriel's going to be out for quite some time, what I might do instead, actually, we'll get rid of that. We're going to leave that. Actually, we'll get rid of reinstate him, restore. Got 1.1 million. So what I might do next week, actually, no, can that. I'm not doing that. Sorry, I've just realized I've cocked this up. My bad. That's what I was going to do. I'd use 4 transfers and I'm saving 1 because I don't want to get a Palace defender next week because they're playing Man City, aren't they? So I'm not going to do that. I'll get a Cappy or an Arsenal defender in there. That could even be it could be Calafiori and I make some other moves elsewhere. But I think that's where I'm going. Something like that next week. I quite like the team. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to use my moves. That's the plan, game week 16. I'm going to make those moves tonight. Like, I'm not against early transfers. I'm trying to bank team value. If Mateta's dropping, I'm selling him. And I'm looking at who's rising in price. And I'm like, which of these players do I actually want? There is a world where I really want to get Timber in. I'm just not sure how I do it yet. So yeah, that's the plan. So Mateta's dropping tonight. I've got to sell him. Yeah. Those are my moves. Those are my moves. Saka's a short-term play. Anyone that's asking why I'm doing it, I'm bringing in Saka for game week 16. I have every intention of moving Saka out post 16. It's literally a 1-week play. Just so I can have him for captain against Wolves at home. That's it. I'm not someone that sits there and does long-term moves. I love taking short-term punts. It's the way I play. I've got big risk, big reward. Big risk also rank destruction too. All right, where are we at? I still have Sarr. Am I cooked? Yes. Sell him. Just sell him. Get rid of him. If it's free, no. Yeah, I'm definitely selling Mbeumo. That's definitely the plan. Unless if Mbeumo bangs a hat-trick on Monday night, he bangs a hat-trick and I've cocked it up. But I don't think he's going to. Had Foden since 3.7% ownership. Seeing him rise so much as ownership. I know, it is. All of a sudden, those points we're getting from him just are worth less. What do you think of a well-bet captaincy? Love it. He's in the top 8 captains for me this week. Pope gone. England 2 down now. Oh, dear. Anderson is the best defender. Oh, dear. What is this rubbish I'm reading? Anderson is the best defender for this week. No, he's not. Who scores more points this week? Minte or Bruno G? Don't know. I would go with... I'd like to say Bruno G, but let's ask the card. Oh, it's gone with Minte, the card. Fleming, clearly. I don't rate Saka. Not as talismanic. You know he's not. Saka is a mistake. He's only a short-term mistake. Don't get Saka. There is a reason why they call him Saka. Because he sucks. Saka. He's such a cartel pick. Isn't Mukiele dipping? No, he's not. Mukiele's not going to AFCON. Yeah. He's not African. Oh, howdy. Should I find a way to start Enzo, Calafiori or Timber? No. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going free hit 19. I'm going free hit 19, 100%. The fixtures in 19 look amazing. Like, I'll have no Newcastle players. I can load up on Newcastle players. It's going to be great. Plus, then I can have a bit of fun. And then I can see what my rank really looks like after game week 19. And hope for the best, right? Saka's a cartel pick. He probably is, to be fair. Saka might not even start versus Wolves because they're that bad. You could be right. You really could be right. Marino's a better pick. I don't mind that, actually. Didn't think of that. That's a really good shout. Tosin is a better pick for Luke. Yeah, he is. Move Mateta to Igor Jesus. Wow, that's a really good shout. Spurs next week, folks. I had looked at him, but I hadn't really given it too much consideration, I won't lie. Right, you scumbag. Toasty can get in the bin alongside Xerxes. Bench one, Semenyo or O'Reilly? It's got to be O'Reilly. João Timber and Munoz on my back three in a 3-4-3 setup. Yeah, I think I'd bench O'Reilly. Who are your favourite two defenders to play this week? Munoz, Saliba, Kukurea, Milinkovic, or Virgil? Virgil, no. It's got to be Munoz. And if Saliba starts, I'll be starting Saliba. If it's not Saliba, I'd be going Milinkovic. You might want to vice captain a player who's most involved in the fixture your captain is in. Should this fixture be called off due to a freak snowstorm? That's very true. There's no snowstorms in the UK, right? How about the C unit? I like that. Start calling your cartel unit. Igor Jesus hardly scored any in his old club. Don't think he's an option. He looked all right. I've actually thought he's looked pretty good for Forest, to be fair. But yeah, he didn't score many goals. I think he played in Serie A, didn't he? He didn't offer much there from what I researched early in the season. He's just a poor man's Timu, really, isn't he, Igor? I'd rather Timu Jesus. He might offer a bit more. Actually, he probably wouldn't offer any more. Who am I on about? Timu Jesus would be on the bench, face down. Probably being sick on the grass. Dean is the leader of the FPL cartel and he banned me from it. He's a good player, just not very prolific, even back in Brazil. Yeah, he's not prolific that much. England got to be close to getting equal in this test, right? Let's have a look. 93 for 2. 94 for 2. They're behind by 83 runs. I mean, Joe Root's in. Joe Root, they couldn't get him out the first inning, so they need another big performance from him. Oh, Nasser got the wicket. D Unit, the puppet master of the cartel. Cartel is bringing in Thiago right now. All of them have similar teams apart from that one midfielder is different. They're all bringing in the Phil Foden. Any news on Rice? Told me I'd have taken a hit for Bruno or Burn. I hate to say it, Nightmare. I'd take the hit, baby. 4-0. And if you think they win 4-0, you've got to expect Dan Burn and Bruno G to get returns, I would suggest. The cartel has taken over the card. It has. That's the problem. The cartel's taken over the bloody card. It's been corrupted. I might need to get a new one. Maybe I'm using the wrong one. I've been thinking for a while that maybe I'm using the wrong card. And it's just been trolling me ever since. Because I've lost the real card. I've got so many cards on here. I feel like this is the right one, but it might not be. FPL John Joe Shelby is in the chat. The price changes next week will be monumental. I know. People like me will be trigger happy on the transfers tonight. We'll be like this. Bang, 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 bang. The Aussie newspaper said Root was average, hilarious stuff. The Aussies just don't. They don't like giving credit to the English. They don't. We're the most biased newspapers you will ever see in your life. It's like watching the cartel talk about players that have all been sent to them by a FPL review. That's the best way of describing it. Haaland 9-1 for the Golden Boot in the World Cup. Shame they have a hard group. Yeah, it is a hard group. Well, I'm here with my 4 to 5 weeks from Thiago already. You're on mute. No, I'm not. I'm not muted. Have I? Hold on. What? I've definitely not muted myself. How am I on mute? I'm not. Hold on. You guys are just... There's no way I'm on mute. Oh, I was like, oh my God. I've been baited. I've been absolutely baited. Oh, the chat. You guys are hilarious. Too good. You guys actually fooled me. I was like, I actually pressed the microphone speaker thing because I was convinced that I was muted. The bloody chat. Can't lip read an Australian. You may have heavy speaker issue. Please redo the last hour. Anyone know what he's saying? Who started this nonsense? Beanie Man. No? Tommy cursed all your cards. Lots of people saying I'm on mute. Oh, that's hilarious. You guys are too funny. It was muted, but I restarted the stream. It must have been something to do with YouTube then, because I definitely wasn't muted. Okay, the speaker's fine. Brilliant. That's good news. Do you think 343 put you at disadvantage? I've had a dead spot third striker all season and have found 5-3-2 or 4-4-2 has been... Yeah, I know. I think that I just like having a bench. I really like having a bench that I can rely on. So that's why... Also, why the hell have I got... I'm glad I spotted that, folks. Why is Vandenberg where Mukiele is? Let's swap that. That needs to be changed. I'm glad I looked at that. Imagine if I got that idiot come on and Vandenberg scores a header against Spurs and O'Reilly gets benched and all of a sudden Mukiele comes on for a 0-pointer. That would have been disaster. Timu Jesus or expensive Anderson? Got to be expensive Anderson. Mr. Unit. He said he loves FPL Harry. Oh, settle. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. It was so funny. You won't see it, but I can tell you, me and Nightmare, when we were making our video, making the video on Nightmare's channel yesterday, when it's coming out on Tuesday, make sure you go and check him out. We talked about some interesting topics, and I don't know if we'll make the final cut, but I was pretty brutal about FPL Harry. And I definitely didn't say I loved him. I can tell you that much. All he's saying is stop spending $2 billion on a squad which has the lap as its starting striker. Who said that, Beanie? Flip my own card to pick between Welbeck and Voldemort. What did it say? I don't think we'll be able to trust price predictions. FPL Towers will surely play around with the system this week. I would agree. Why are you not playing Rice? Because who would I bench? Yeah, I've looked at playing Rice, Daryl, but I don't know who I'd bench. Like, I can't make a case that Rice is a better player than any of the other players of the fixtures this week, which is why I've benched him. Plus, he's yellow flagged, and I feel like he's due a benching. Can you do a digital card spinner on the screen? Will be more interactive. I can look into it. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I will look into that, Christian. My 5 transfers in a few hours. Out. Salah, Gui, Creepy, Raya, Enzo. In Watkins, Saka, King, Thiago, Keller. That's bold. I'm leaving in the Neptune conversation about Harry. Oh, that was brilliant. I don't even know where I was going. I was talking about pyramids and who was building them, and the Nightmare was basically saying, you better not start talking about politics. I was like, don't worry, I hate politics. Actually, I can't say that. The Australian government might come after me. But I deregistered so I didn't have to vote when I left the country and lived in the UK. And I never registered again when I came back because I hate politics. I think the people running the country are a joke. Watch me get shut down. Harry's got an exceptional overall rank history. Yes, he does, but he's never going to win, Bateman, because he will never have the balls to win. And I think that's my issue with him. He's more worried about his rank for FPL YouTube or whatever. I would rather go and watch someone that finishes 8 or 9 million, plays the game aggressively, and in the 1 year where they bang and get like a top 50 finish or they might even win it, I'd be more interested in watching that. That's what I'd say about that. It came up with Welbeck. Nice. Kind of forces a 16 free hit. It does. We need subtitles. This content right now is still better than the cartel. You'd bench Bruno. Nah, no. I mean, I could. Nightmare, is your beard real? What is... The chat's descended into a farce. Love it. Or drawn on. It could be Declan Rice today. Decline Rice today. I like this. How ironic that we stopped mentioning Andy in his stream frequently as soon as his rank shot up. Neither, chill. It's an optical illusion. Did I make the right decision? I got rid of Mateta and bought Zerks. Holy hell. Where's the wig? The man's bought in the Xerxes. He's lost the plot. The man has bought in the Xerxes. Shout out to that man. If Xerxes bangs, you, sir, are a true visionary. A true visionary. Get an AI Harry to do sign language for the chat. Do you watch the World Cup draw? No. Thankfully, I survived. World Cup FPL. We're doing it. We're doing it. Darius for president. No. No interest in being president. I'm just here for the pants. Imagine me trying to run a country. I'll be like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do it. I'll be like, look at the opposition leader. What a twat. Love your dishes on Twitter against the cartel. Hilarious. Say yes if you agree. Should I buy a random koala? The koala bear. The koala bear. I mean, he's got to be due. Oh, mate, I've got so many players I love just talking about because I've got names for him. The koala bear. I mean, I looked at him, but no. It's a work of art, nightmare. Harry like latter years, Arsene Wenger. Top 4 every season, but never pushing for the title. That is a great analogy. I love that. FPL's a job for Harry. I agree, though. I often play in a way that's all for, or bust. Yeah, I'd rather play all or bust. I'd rather try and win it. A bit like Nightmare and everyone else. Like, we're here to have fun. Yeah, it looks good when I've got the good rank, right? Like I got the good rank last year. It goes to show that you can get a good rank playing a Cavalier way. You don't have to play it safe. Crawley gone, 3 down now. England are crumbling. Will Australia even bat again? Joe Root's going to have an all-timer here. Would love FPL to run a cash league, cash prizes are game week winners and big cash prizes are top 10 like a poker tournament. I'd lose a lot of money. Wonder if Harry could last 30 seconds in a boxing ring. I'd imagine he'd go about 5. But using 5-3-2, 4-4-2 or 3-5-2 give you more funds for rest of team and gives you a better... Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Josh. I don't know. I've got confidence in my strikers. And I feel like the clean sheets are starting to dry up. We've seen that over the last few weeks, and I think that reason it's better to go attackers. Dina looks like my Auntie Jean when he puts the wig on. You will do the presidency quite well. I understand why Harry plays the way he does, and it's definitely no criticism. It's just the way it is. Top 3 over the last 5 years is so impressive. I know he's got really good ranks, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I want to win, and I feel like if Harry was me last year, he would have still finished in the same spot. But I went for the Hail Mary plays. It didn't quite come off. I went for a completely alternative strategy, completely full risk taking on. Probably cost myself a top 1K finish. But if it had come in, I probably could have gone close to winning it. So I felt like it was worth the risk. Everyone after FPL Harry are forgetting there's another criminal roaming around called FPL Folk. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm considering moving Mateta to Bowen. His quality and the fixtures are turning, but I can't trust West Ham. Yeah, but Nightmare's 4 mil or whatever. I'm the 4 mil. I'm the 4 mil. I'm 4.1 mil and I'm owning it. I'm owning the 4.1 mil. I said, at the start of the year, I said I would own my rank and I'm owning it. I'm owning the rank. I'm going to bring it back. I don't know how much I can bring it back, but I'm bringing it back. I prefer the right honourable bastard to the comments I made some moments ago. FPL mate is the one that makes me feel ill. Captain Thiago against the woeful Spurs defence. Who reckons Munoz will be at City next season? He's old though. Munoz is like 27, 28. I don't think City will buy him. They don't sign players over 26 normally. I know they bought back Gundogan or Gondwan, whatever his name is, but I don't think that's usual. Hey, Mr. Unit, the reason I asked about Rice is... Oh, yeah, fair. Should I play him as the 5th midfielder or sub him and play... Oh, no. Play Rice. Play Rice, Darryl. Do not play Mark Goooooooooooo. Do not play Mark Goooooooooooo. Out of the bigger content creators, it's probably Gianni who plays his own game. Gianni and Gian are shocking. Thinking of bringing in a Brentford defender soonish. Who's your favourite? I went with Vandenberg. Why? No bloody idea. I just did. I was feeling it. And he was cheaper. I would actually have liked to have brought in Collins, but I wanted to save the money. And last year I went really well with 4.5. So Vandenberg, 4.5. I played crazy all season in 23-24, but went safe in the final game week and would have had a top 1K finish if I'd done the risky play I'd planned. See, that's what I mean. I think that's why I go different. You don't win, or you don't put yourself in a position to win if you don't play a bit risky. Like the dude that's number 9 in the world at the moment, leading the league, that dude is playing risk. He's not playing it safe. I mean, he's picked shoutout captain, Foden captain the last 2 weeks. The dude is literally going for it. He wants to win. He's not worried about his rank protection. He wants to win. He wants to be number 1. Jan triple captain Salah last week. I mean, that was as good as my... Well, that was actually worse than my... that was worse than my Haaland captain. Dina's content is better than the Cardell's, but the rank is worse than the... I know. Last season, it was the other way around. Well, no, actually, last season around, I just had a better rank in general. Gianni's a salesman, not a good content creator. Thanks for the nice rice advice. Anytime, buddy. Anytime, Daryl. Thank you very much for your support, as always. Would you start Thiago or Mateta? I would be inclined to start Thiago more than Mateta. I think Thiago plays 90. I think Mateta probably plays between 60 and 75. I like Harry, but 20k people copying his team is everything that's wrong with FPL. I agree. And that's why, because they know that Harry's going to have a good season. Like, Harry's rank history suggests that he will have a good year. And if you, I'm like, I love taking the piss out of people, and Trig knows that I only am taking the piss. But Trig goes and watches FPL Harry to see what moves he's doing. Like, Trig finished number 35 in the world, and the last couple of years, and this season, particularly the last 6 or so weeks, he's become so scared of actually playing his own game that he's so head deep in Solio analytics and watching FPL Harry to see what moves he makes, rather than being the GOAT that picks stack on his bench boost game week 5. That's the Trig that almost won FPL, whatever it was, and finished number 35. The Trig we're seeing this season, the last 5 weeks, is not the Trig that's going to finish 35 in the world. So hopefully... Trig, I hope you watch that back. That's for you, baby. Some honest advice from the unit. I have to Captain Rail last week and got more than Bruno. That's unbelievable. It just goes to show how crap Bruno was again. You say 3 strikers score more points, but the highest scoring player each week this season has never been a striker. Yeah, I agree. Even Mateta, when he got a hat-trick, didn't win it, because that was the week when Van de Ven got 2 goals. I think it is going to change. I think that we will see some forwards winning it soon. This is going to be a wild transfer week with everyone getting 5, exactly. Who's the biggest fraud in FPL content? I'm going big man Bakar. He's definitely the biggest fraud. He even knows it as well. He charges money and literally copies other people. I know he's got a good rank, but it's not because of his own work. How boring to copy someone's team, exactly. Trigger's obsessed with other creators, actually ruins his own stream. Trigger's on the defense this season, came and fright Trig next his game with his card to AI moves, and he'll tip classic D unit. I don't like Bakar, but he's smashing. He is. He did stop copying Krellin, to be honest. Yeah, I agree with Nightmare there. We are doing this all in good faith, folks, by the way. Agree with the others here. 5-4-1 or 4-5-1 would be the makes most sense. Gianni Batiste gives FPL tips like he's sponsored by your mini league rivals. And I disagree with what I think. FPL plays his own game. I enjoy when content creators aren't doing well. Sorry, it shows how human they are. I know it's not fun and for the individuals, but definitely makes the content more interesting. Apologies to all. I'm going from Boomo Captain. He'll crush it. Yeah, I don't even feel like it's not really affecting me. Like, I actually feel like I've got less pressure playing at 4.1 mil than what I had last year when I was inside the top 10K for 19 weeks. That was bloody stressful because I was like, crap, am I going to bottle it? Am I going to bottle it? Every week I think I just thought, am I going to bottle it? At 4.1 mil, I'm already bottling it. So there's less pressure on me to make the moves. I can have a bit more fun. I'm going from because Van Heck 12-pointer made me choke on my cornflakes. He did well with that. I'm captaining Bruno G today. I need to be a bit different so as to catch the leaders. I'm also not sure City will... Oh, no, exactly. Exactly. Newcastle will definitely find Burnley easier. Sunderland will be a difficult game for City. I've got no doubt about that at all. Pope to Verbruggen. That's exactly what I did. And Boomo to Foden. Or Mateta to someone else. Oh, I feel like I'd go Pope to Verbruggen. Even though I think if you want to make money, you've got to do Mbumo to Foden. Because Foden's going to rise in price yet again today. Agreed to Bravka, Richards, Goodmanson and Stack. Is it worth bench boost? No. Actually, no. D-Unit, thoughts on Palmer free hit this week? I don't know. Let's ask the card. I wouldn't do it. I think Palmer starts on the bench. Let's ask the card. Yes or no to that? Yes, apparently. Hello, Bocky. Has anyone worked out what points the review team would be out at the moment? Just curious. I've actually got no idea. Never used it. You say money talks, eh? A lot of people copy Raptor. They do. I mean, Raptor's rank's not much better than mine. I actually think I'll catch Raptor pretty soon. Can you ask the card if Palmer will start D-Unit? Oh, yeah, I just did. No, apparently. Overall, I'm 1,505 and fourth in the D-Unit league. Holy hell, that's really good. You're having a great season. How many chips you got left, buddy? When I was 426 OR, I thought I could run for president. Then I realized we have a prime minister, not a president. No, just shows the cartel more robotic. They seem a lot less emotional than the others. I actually don't think they enjoy the game as much as well. I know they do it for a living. And I feel like if I was doing this for a living, I feel like I'd have the same passion I've got at doing as a hobby. When I go to work, I work in a primary school. I get up and I talk like this in front of kids. I'm literally, what you are watching on YouTube is exactly me in real life. I get excited about whatever. I also get annoyed about certain things. And I will moan when I think I've just had no luck. Nightmare can attest to that if he's in the chat. I love a moan when just my players dodge points. But I'm pretty good at dealing with it, generally speaking. Pickford is underrated, I agree. Don't free hit Palmer in. Is it worth Rodgers out to Gordon on a hit? This week, I'd say yes. Semenyo for Gordon. Looks pretty good this week. I see, but the reasoning behind the robotishness is about money. I don't know, man. I honestly don't. I feel like someone raised a really good point. Someone actually responded to one of my comments today when I put a reply, and they said, "I can't believe you responded." I was like, "Well, why wouldn't I?" I was like, and then I looked. I don't really go and read the comments unless I'm watching a nightmare video, a trig video. I don't read the comments on anyone's videos, but I'll literally go into their comments to read what other people are saying, and I'll quite often respond to the comments in there as well, even though it's not my own channel, but I enjoy reading them. And Nightmare's like me, always responds to all these comments. And I'm like going, me and him do this as a hobby, and yet the people doing it for a living don't even have the time or the decency to respond to all their comments. That's their job. As Roy Keane would say, that's their job. If your job is to be a YouTuber and you've got 200 comments on a video, what the hell else are you doing that day if that's your job? You should be able to respond to all your comments. I mean, I work a full-time job and I still respond to every comment. It takes me a while to do it, but I just don't understand why they don't do it. Where are we at? Semenya for Gordon. How about Saliba to Lewis Hall? Saliba to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall's a really good punt this week. I don't mind that at all. You can't enjoy FPL if you're copying what a model tells you to do unless it's Naomi Campbell. I'd agree with that. I said to Nightmare yesterday, my closing argument on review and analytics and that, and why I think it's rubbish. It's nowhere near as much fun believing in the players that you've picked because you've picked them for a reason, because you think they're good players and you believe they're going to return. If I sat there and looked at the data and just looked at it and thought, you know what? That looks like a good player. That says they're a good player. And I've not actually watching the football. I don't have the same investment. I wouldn't have the same enjoyment from the game. Raya, Pope, Henderson, Vardiol, Richards, Rodon, Senesi, Enzo, Minte, Semenyo, Rice, Bruno Guimaraes, Walter Mudd, Haaland, Thiago, 1 free transfer, 2.5 million in the bank. I'd look at downgrading Pope to Dubravka and then leave 3.7 million in the bank in order to get a good player in next week, because the rest of your team's fine. I think you can actually downgrade your goalkeeper there and then upgrade next week your other assets with the extra transfers you're going to have. Used all my chips now. Triple captain Haaland last week. He hit the post twice. If you triple captain him in 13 like me, you're exceptionally unlucky. I also did the same. It was dope. Oh, crap. I missed a few comments here. The van feels everything deeply, the highs and lows, and we love him for it. I don't. The Gordon Height guy will get 65 minutes max. They earn good, I hear, no? It's rude when they don't reply. I hope you are well, sir. How many books have you sold? I might slightly bump in your numbers. Just pay a retired HR Blake to answer comments on your behalf. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know why I've held out onto Salah. I might follow everyone and go Foden this week. I mean, Foden's a no-brainer, I think. The Gordon hype is just 1 week punt. Yeah, he is. He's a 1 week punt, 100%. I'm so close to captaining Welbeck instead of Haaland this week. Don't mind it. You and I know getting a brilliant OR is much more satisfying. We know it was all out down to us and not a model, 100%. Some retired our blokes do it for free. The analytics don't make sense. AI wanted me to do Munoz to O'Reilly this week. Holy hell, that's a bad move. Thanks for all that you do. You're the only FPL channel I'm subscribed to. Wow, thank you very much. Not many who are. Not sure entirely, but I think about 150 across the 4. The FPL ones were just for my mates, really, but I wish I knew how to market Dancing with Disorder. Really proud of it. From a Liverpool fan as well. Thank you very much, Chill. D-Unit, is it worth your while for someone in England buying your merch? I'd buy a few things, but not if it costs you an arm and a leg to have it post. So the shop that actually is attached here is based in the UK. So if you're from the UK, it costs bugger all to post. FYI, if you want a shirt, I'm happy to send it to the UK. It's like $1 shipping. Oh, sorry, £1 shipping or whatever it is. And thank you very much. D-Uniters, back after a 2-week holiday. Hope your arrows have been. They have been. They've all been green. I've had 3 green arrows in a row off the back of 3 hits in a row. Let's all Captain Bruno together. I mean, why not? You'll never walk alone. The D-Unit's always welcome with you. You are most welcome. Going to take a while to read all the 4, but I'll get there excited to do so. Captain Haaland, I mean, it's boring. It's not exciting, but someone said before FPL Olympian Captain Foden, and I feel like he has just as bad luck as me. Plus, the card picked Foden for captaincy, and the card has got it wrong every single time. So I'm backing in Haaland. And bugger it. D, when you're on summer holidays, let's work together on some new merch graphics. Yes, 100%. I'm on holidays in 2 weeks' time, folks. It's going to be exciting. Also, I'm going to shave my head in 2 weeks' time as well, FYI. It's going to get rid of everything. It's going to be bald for a few weeks. Because I'm going to get 5 greens in a row. I'm going to cut all my hair just for jokes. Just so I can show what the United Strand can't do. I'm going to check out the D-Unit shop. Let's say, FYI, I make next to nothing on it. I literally made everything as cheap as possible. But I need to update it. During the summer, I'm going to work on some new stuff. So don't actually check it out until I've updated it. And when I've told you I've updated it, I'm going to try and get some cool... I'm going to get like the singlets I've got on there. Because the singlets I've got on there are not on there. I used them from somewhere else, but I'm going to try and get them on there. Let's take a moment of silence for FPL Raptor launches his own game just for his girlfriend and 1.8 million. He's doing better than him. Need to get back to work. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you very much, Nightmare. Great to see you join. I will see you, and I'll definitely be talking to you later on. Are the Socceroos going to do anything in the World Cup? No. England to win it. Bold unit. Yeah, it's happening. D-Unit getting the hair plugs. Yeah, 100%. Sponsored by Dr. Peter, great to see you in the chat, buddy. I mean, what a sexy looking badge you've got, Peter. Hope you're having a great game week, Peter. Hope that the last 2 weeks have treated you well, because we've had multiple weeks the last couple of weeks. Save the hair to wear as a beard. Haaland has not had back-to-back bangers week after week. He got his banger game week 14. He's getting 9 points at most this week. I also don't see Foden getting anywhere near close to what he did midweek. Bruno G. Do you have any idea how much them cartel doing? All right, so I'll give you a ballpark figure of what I think they're making. My videos on average get about 1,300 to 2,000 views at the moment. And I've got I've just got 5K subs now. If we looked at like Harry's or Let's Talk FPL's, Andy's videos, they're averaging about 50 to 60K views per video. I make about $40 on a video that makes 2,000 views, which is about 20 quid. 20 quid from YouTube. And that's from ads. That's purely from ads. So if you extrapolate that to their videos and their views, they're making on average, I'd say about £300 a video minimum, would be my guess. I don't know 100%. I don't know quite how it works, but that would be my guess. That's my ballpark figure. So they're getting well paid, so I feel like they should have enough time to respond to every comment. Do you reckon Saliba starts? I'm worried Timber plays centre back again if he's out. Just make sure you got good bench cover. That's what I would say. Should I get Bruno G for a hit? Wise card, please. Let's ask. Hit or no for Bruno G? No. Where's the badge from? What badge? Oh, I made that badge. That's the D unit badge. Raptor is 1.2 million overall, not 1.8. Ah. Well, I just need to get moving then, don't I? D-Tuck in the building. There he is. Which team is this? You're showing, mate. Foden is done. Doku is hauling. Doku is not hauling, mate. Doku is going to get rotated for Savinio in Pep Roulette. Heard it here first, folks. Should have bought Foden, mate. I told you to buy Foden and you bought Doku. You never listen to me when I say buy Foden. And it's to your own detriment. Can't say I didn't warn you. Thank you for your ballpark figure. You know, I'm curious. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I feel like that's probably where it is. Gianni usually responds to most of his comments. Yeah, if I've missed a comment, it's because I've somehow missed it. I literally go through everything. I might miss a reply to one of my comments because it doesn't show up as a notification. I'm not sure why that's happening. Maybe refresh the stream, Nigel. Voldemort or Cyborg for captain. I got in Bruno and Anderson from Boomer, and Trossard took a -4 hit. The late games always let us down. That's why I'm worried might be a Wolves win. Whack. D-Tucky, a real DJ, or do you just put Spotify on? He puts a pre-mixed mix on. Savinio or Marmouche? He can play in both. Savinio can play off the right. I feel like Savinio's better off the right, Marmouche off the left. I just don't see it. I don't think he's going to rotate. I honestly don't think. They've had 4 days of rest. They played Tuesday night. It's Saturday lunchtime. It's a pretty good break. Any team news? Not that I'm aware of. I haven't bothered looking, to be honest. Does Nightmare watching Yelena and Az last night instead of Gary and Trigg make him guilty of treason? Did Gary and Trigg go live last night? Did they actually go live last night? Just a bit of friendly advice for your followers. I watch YouTube a lot, various FPL streams, and I paid to not have adverts. Best money I've spent. Yep. Agreed. Can I share this ballpark figure if you want? Up to you, Murat. I think Cherky comes in. I wouldn't be surprised if Cherky came in. Give my regards to the card. Has always been spot on for me. I hope it's the same case today. The card has some people the card absolutely loves. I've come to the conclusion in life, it loves certain people. As is punching hard. Wow, Darius, after all these years, you backhand me as a premixed DJ. Well, let's be honest. First hour of the night was premixed. But then the bangers started happening. The supersets. D-Tuck played the best supersets I've ever seen. Reinders brace and Foden blank would be beautiful. That would be beautiful for some. United should sign Munoz and Jan. Yes, he's old, but is a fitness machine and never gets injured. I agree. They did. The Gary and Trig did an impromptu podcast. I watched it. Oh, wow. How long did it go for? Gary was pissed. Yeah, I think Gary was. I read the WhatsApp chat this morning, and Gary sounded like he was pissed. He's going to be in fine form today. Fine form today later on. I'm going to have to go and get a drink in a minute. Are you doing shots tonight for goals? Yes, we are. The shot glass is ready. The Frangelico's ready. We're ready to go, boys. We're ready to go. The Gary was 4 beers in before the pubcast. Have 8 or 9 by the end. Holy hell. They were my mixers. They were your mixers. Granted. Will O'Reilly and Rice start. You did an Andy C. You did an Andy C. Boomerang. Press play. Will O'Reilly and Rice start? I'm not sold on either of them. I think that those are the two biggest risks to my team. Rice and O'Reilly. I benched Rice. And I feel like if O'Reilly gets rested, he probably doesn't play at all. So then Vandenberg comes on against Spurs. That's not horrible. Gary said he had 8 beers. Jesus. The Gary made more sense, to be honest. Love you, Gary. Love that Frangelico bottle. So do I. I love Frangelico. It's such a nice shot to have when a player bangs for you. Also, we're going to really quickly do a captaincy poll just to see who people are captaining. All right, so either play Gakpo or Virgil if I'm starting O'Reilly. Start O'Reilly and play Gakpo. Virgil's probably going to get 3 points. He'll probably get DC. Oh, I don't know. Who are you captaining? Haaland, Foden, Newcastle player. Actually, we'll go Newcastle or Brighton player or someone else. See what you think about that. Oh, no, I'm not concerned. It's always 7 p.m. here. It's late. I'm a bad influence. That's because it's 7 p.m. Oh, it's almost 7 p.m. for me. 90 minutes till 7 p.m. Gakpo Szoboszlai, I'll just keep Semenyo for this week. If you're selling Semenyo for a Liverpool asset, you're going to be disappointed. I'd just hold Semenyo. Don't forget Virgil own goal too. I mean, that's definitely possible. Virgil is long overdue a red card as well. I agree. 17-pointer, and I'm not just saying that as I own him. I'm keeping Semenyo now that he's getting sold en masse. The only thing Virgil gets is letting the defender run past him while he defends with his aura. If you play Van Dijk, you lose your soul. You lose your soul if you play Virgil van Dijk. I've seen it all. Wow, it's taken me 1 hour and 42 minutes to drink this can. On any given day, normally it takes me 5 minutes. 7 p.m. past your bedtime, big dog. Have a good game week, broski. Same to you, Shane. Same to you, buddy. I'll jump on the beers to 3 p.m. kickoffs. Yes. On the beers. I love it. I could go single fin tonight. Sponsored by Timu Jesus, who left me 6 cans in the fridge. Punt on Verts is the only Liverpool. Yeah, I agree. I actually think of all the Liverpool players, I feel like Verts is about to get going. I don't know what makes you say that, but I think it could. Virgil van Dijk is Lego hair. I've got to put together the stream later. I lost my soul in the late 90s. FPL GW15 is captaining Foden. We're hauling with Haaland. I mean, one of us has got to get it right this week. I mean, they could both blank. Maybe Bruno Guimaraes is actually a pretty good captain at home to Burnley. It's actually pretty tempting, to be fair. That would be a wild punt. That would just be an absolute wild punt. Yes, let's all have a good game week. We've got 15 minutes just over until the deadline now. And then it's going to be transfer city. Everyone's going to be spending their transfers like they're going out of fashion. A bit like me. Root gone. Oh dear. Watch both blank. Took a chance and swapped Mateta for Voltamata. Just joined your mini league in 12th. Holy hell. Good work. Great season there from you, Rob Walker. Triple captain Haaland now or 17? Olympian curse is tempting me. 17. Got to be 17. Surely. Got to be 17. I was checking Root out. What's the score now? Let's have a look. So Root's gone for England. They're still behind by 56 runs and well, they're about to be 4 down, aren't they? Wow, Crawley got out caught and bowled by Nasser. How the hell did he get out caught and bowled? Wow, Nasser's got 2 caught and bowled. I don't think that's ever happened in the same innings, right? A bowler getting caught and bowled twice in one innings. They must have been slower balls. Like Pope and Crawley must have just been met with 2 really good slower balls. Mitchell Stark taking out Root. They're 4 down now, actually. Sorry. Wow. England are all in trouble. They might not even make Australia bat again. Gakpo or Mbumo. It's got to be Mbumo. At our rank, not the time to captain Haaland. You could be right. Good luck in Green Arrows. Everyone hit the like button, please. Triple captain Haaland, what do you think? Or with West Ham? It's got to be West Ham. West Ham are rubbish. I mean, Man United just sucked against them the other day. Cunha? I'm just not sold on Cunha. I don't feel like he's been very good. I didn't think much of his performance against West Ham. I don't know if that's because we played poorly and just didn't use him well. Just not sure. No, they driving a length on the up and got caught and bowled. Both good catches. Wow. Fair enough. Mad. Most people are going with Haaland here. 81% so far, early doors. Keep your votes coming in. Only 2% on Foden. Someone else 6%. Newcastle or Brighton play 11%. Interesting. Neto or Mateta. Pedro Neto's been in great form. I'd have to say Pedro Neto. He's been so consistent. He's been Chelsea's best attacker, I feel. Yeah, keep your captaincy votes coming in. We'll close out with a couple of minutes to go. Drop 1, Gakpo, Thiago, or Minte. I feel like it's Gakpo. Yeah, I feel like it's Gakpo. Thiago's a better captain? Could be. He honestly could be. He actually could be. But I think the thing is the reason why I'm tempted by a Man City player this week is because Sunderland haven't played 3 games in a week, right? And I feel like Man City have had an extra day of rest. Plus, Sunderland are going to be on a bit of a high after that Liverpool game. I don't know. I just got a sneaky suspicion that Haaland might do something. Do you think Cunha will do better after Mbumo goes to AFCON? I'm not convinced at all. I think Amarin's system and the way our midfield is just crap, man. I feel like they need to get Mainu in that team. And he goes, get bloody Dallo out of left wing back. I know he scored, but that was more fluke than anything else. Triple captain Haaland now of West Ham. It's got to be game week 17. It has to be game week 17. Do I take a -8? Gakpo, Mateta to Foden and Welbeck. I mean, that looks pretty good on paper. But I was in the same quandary. I was going to go Mateta to Welbeck. But I feel like there is a world where Mateta scores, but the Foden move makes a lot of sense. Got burnt going against the robot last week. I know. Well, I didn't get burnt. I got a green arrow, but it's just annoying. I wish I'd gone Foden last week. Hey, Gina, always loving the content. Game week 17, still the play for bench boost. Load up on City, Brentford, Palace, mate. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely Hayden Crellin. FYI, Hayden Crellin, make sure you check out Nightmare's channel. Me and him have done a video. It'll be going live on Tuesday there, I think, at this rate. Surely Frank can manage against his own system. You would think so. Risky could definitely pay off, 100%. United are more miss than hit. I agree. I'll be happy to swap on Boomo his next week. I know he's been well underwhelming the last few weeks. Spurs are ranked 19 overall in the league for home form. Played 7, won 1, drawn 2, lost 4, scored 8, conceded 9. I know. If there's a team to take on, it's probably them. It's probably them. Haaland's still sticking strong on an 81% here at the moment. Spurs are ranked, no, yeah. I think that, yeah, I don't know. I don't rate Spurs. I don't rate Fulham. I don't rate United, and I don't rate Liverpool. Who would have thought that? Yes, Nightmare D in a combo. Let's go. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're talking about people using FPL review, analytics, and just playing the game by picking your own players. It's really good. It's a really good chat. If Palmer plays 90, is he a buy? No. The problem with Palmer is Maresca. It's not the fact that Cole Palmer's not a good player. Cole Palmer's a great player. I'd love him at Man United. I think he'd be great there. It's Maresca. Maresca's the issue with Cole Palmer. That's the issue. More than Cole Palmer. Thiago will get him behind that back line and score. I would agree. He probably does. Yeah, I feel like Thiago's... He should be really good this week. I would have no qualms about going with him. I think he'll be great. FYI, for anyone that's wondering about the live watch songs today, I won't be doing the Aston Villa Arsenal game, but I'll be doing all the 3 p.m. games, of which there are 5, which include Man City against Sunderland. Actually, I'm not going to make this up, so I'll look. Bournemouth against Chelsea, Everton against Nottingham Forest, Man City against Sunderland, Newcastle against Burnley, and Spurs versus Brentford. We have all those 5 games on today at 3 p.m. We'll be covering all of them live. Then I'll be staying on for the Leeds-Liverpool game as well. So I'll be doing all those 6 games. We're going to be missing the Aston Villa versus Arsenal game because I've got to go and eat some food, and I've got to actually do some housework as well. So I'll be live for all the games post at 3 p.m. onwards, essentially. What Spurs backline? I thought Nightmare said he'd been converted analytics. I think I brought him back, Bateman. I think I brought him back. The Night Unit podcast sounds good. Sounds like they'll be slagging off Gary a lot. I can guarantee you there's a lot of slagging on Solio Boy and FPL Review Boy. I can tell you that much straight out the gate. The last bit of the video is going to be biblical. I hope Trig takes it the right way. How close to the deadline are we changing captaincy from the robot to big balls Bruno G? We ain't no sheep. I don't think I'm changing it today. Start Semenyo or O'Reilly. Start. Actually, you know what? At the start of the stream, the last 2 streams, I should have changed the captaincy. I started the stream for triple captain with Haaland, and I really wanted to change it to Foden, and I should have done it. I started the last stream with Bruno captain, and I ended on Bruno captain, and I shouldn't have done it. This stream, I've started with Haaland captain. Maybe I shouldn't be doing it. Remember when everyone had João Pedro at the start of the season? It's all about owning the players for the right moments. João or Hall with those 5 free transfers. Tricky one, exactly. Hello, Avi. Good luck this game week. Homer, I need some luck. A lot of luck. I need a lot of luck too. Please do eat and energize for the legendary watch-alongs. I thought you were taking a hit from Mateta Welbeck. I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to do it in game week 16. I'll probably live to regret this moment in life. This will be the green streak ends when I don't take a hit. Mateta gets a 1 pointer or something stupid like that, and Welbeck gets a banger. That West Ham defence is crap. I just don't think Fulham's defence is any better. Time to do a cooked dinner, ladies all. Good luck. Who are likely price rises and falls? Oh, here we go. So price rises tonight as things stand. Phil Foden's going to rise again tonight. So at the moment, Mark Gay is rising, Raya's rising, Jurian Timber, Casemiro, Neto, Byrne, Barnes, Bruno Guimaraes, Thiago, and Foden. Falling are a lot. Vicario, João Pedro, Pedro Porro, Esidio, Spence, Enzo, Semenyo again, Martinez, Jorginho, Tell, Kirkes, Coppola, Maguire, Darlow, Baliba, Tonali, Dorgu, Totti, Bueno, Anthony. Maybe Mo Salah, Elliott, Adringa, Ndoi, Keane, Mainu, Boateng, Ortego, Travers, George, Kepa, McAllister, Christian, Bryn. What happened to Mateta? Did I read out Mateta's name? He's changed. He was due to drop, and now he's no longer dropping. What the hell is going on here? I don't think they can keep up with the amount of transfers being made. This can't be right. But there we are. Dorgu's almost 4 million. If Talo gets injured, that could be a really good shout. You should captain Foden. I took a -12. Nice. It's so fun not calling Haaland for once. Everybody used all free trade. Yes, if you haven't used them, use them all. All good. Don't need to say sorry. I was averaging 40 points in the last 4 weeks. I need to change things up. Like it. There's a risk City may move Vardy to left back, so beware O'Reilly. I know. That's why I'm quite happy if he gets completely benched. We'll just have to wait and see. Semenyo will rise again after his next 18-pointer. Think it's worth doing all 5 AFCON transfers after the games today to avoid price rises. I'm going to probably do it. Mark Guy's on 18% on live FPL for a price change. Is the lick going to start? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of hope he does, because he'll look better when he does play. Where do you get your info on price changes? The live FPL app. But it's literally, go to the live FPL website. They're normally the most accurate. They're the ones I use. That's the only website I actually use to check live rank and price rises. That's it. And also to find out who's the top scorer in the mini league every week. So all the stuff I get for that slide on the late mail all comes from live FPL. There's my answer. Yep. I'm not rolling. I might roll one, but I'm not going to be rolling many. What's happening with Matoma? Used to like him for a few weeks, punt. I know, he's just been injured. He had a bit of a setback this week. No good. 4 minutes to the bell, peeps. Good luck all. Exactly. Good to see you, Zygel. Would you start O'Reilly or Virgil van Dijk? Greetings from Ireland. I'd still think I'd start O'Reilly. I still think like he's the one that I'd rather start. Because if he starts, he's going to be great. If he's benched, he might not even come on. Then you'll get your first bench, and then you get Virgil van Dijk anyway. Think just transfer the targets and we'll change that day. You can wait on the others. Yep. Welbeck second most bought in for Mateta. Yeah, that's not a surprise at all. Merch brought, yay for me. Holy hell, what'd you buy? FYI, I'm intrigued to know. Start Mateta or Anderson? I would start Mateta. I'd start O'Reilly. You too, Bateman. Great to see you in the chat, buddy. Hopefully you've enjoyed the bands and the content. Love seeing you in the chat. Thanks. It gives you a smile. Puts a smile on my face. Oh, lovely. I need a hoodie. I need to buy a hoodie for myself. That's what I need to do. Ask the card, Haaland or Bruno captain? Haaland. Would you play Minte or Mateta? I would play Minte. All right, you got 1.5 minutes. Any last minute questions? Fire them in, boys and girls. Fire them in. Start Mateta or Thiago? Tiago. Would you play Minte? Let's go. Turn the sound down as the missus doesn't kick me in the balls. Cheers, guys. Hopefully I'll get the green arrows. Good luck to everyone. Love from Nigeria. Love to you out there as well. Riley or Richards? Richards. Fifth most bought in is funny. Gooey for Pedro. One plays, one doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, you need to buy a shirt with sleeves for yourself. I do, Bateman. Merry effing Christmas to me. Good luck, units. Gahey or Virgil? Gahey, 100%. Start Munoz or Anderson? Munoz. Senesi or Krupi? Senesi. Best bench targets for bench boost game week 17. No idea. I'd have to look at the fixtures. I don't know what they are at the moment. Ask me that later. Good luck, everyone. May your arrows be green and your strikers be mean. Exactly. Hopefully the strikers are mean and punish the defenders I don't have in my team. I agree. Best targets game week 17. I'm not sure. Actually, let me have a look. Fixtures 17. Where are we at? Fixture difficulty rating. Game week 17. All right. You want Bournemouth players? Senesi? You definitely want a Brentford player. Brighton as well. Could be all right. No, Fulham, no. Man City, definitely. They've got good fixtures in 17. Some players from those teams. Who's getting roasted more tonight? Probably me. Good luck all the D-Unit squad to outplay the cartels. Let's hope so. I feel like the team looks good, and I'm just going with the normal captain this week. I've become a sheep captain this week, 100%. Who will take it better, the Gary or King Trig? Probably Gary. Are you wearing a bulletproof vest? I hope so. Villa. The deadline should have officially finished, folks. It should have officially finished. Good luck to everyone in the chat. I hope you all get green arrows. And a big shout out to Footium, FYI, who have sponsored today's stream, and they're sponsoring the live watch-alongs as well. That's my team selection from Footium for one of the two squads that I own. They're going to bang with the game starting a couple of days. If you want to go and check them out, that'd be appreciated. They have been sponsoring the channel. And they're also sending me a Footium shirt to wear. They're sending me a Footium football shirt because I saw that Berbatov got one, and I sent them a message. I was like, oi, any chance you can send me a Footium shirt to wear when you guys are sponsoring? And I said, yeah. So they're going to send me out a Footium shirt from the UK. I'm going to have to wait probably a month or so. But yeah, that's exciting too. See you on the stream later. West Ham versus Villa in game week 17. Winter Watkins will score. He probably does. Cheers, dude. Good luck all. Let's hope for some 100 plus pointers. Amad will get 15 pointers this week. Good luck, everyone. Come on, Bruno. The king. I love it. I'm sick. Do I still hit the gym, D-Unit? I always hit the gym when I'm sick. Just try and stay away from people, and hopefully it's not too busy. Good luck, people. Green arrows. Good luck to everyone. How do you feel about Sanchez to replace Pope? Don't mind it at all. I think it's great. I mean, 16, not 17. Yes. Yeah, that could be really good. Could be really good. All right, folks, I'm going to hold it there. I will see you back for the live watch along at 3 p.m. We'll be live just before then. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Good luck. Green arrows for days. Let's go. If you haven't already joined the WhatsApp chat, I'm going to quickly finish off this stream by dumping the link in there, and feel free to join. You'll get a message from me. There you go. Join that. Card flip to see if I get a green arrow. Do you get a green arrow? Yes or no? I don't want to tell you what the card said, Avi. I don't want to. All right.